Find someone who wants to be intimate with you, she said, her eyes fixed on the glow of her phone instead of me. For a moment, I thought she was joking. We'd argued before, yes, but never had she thrown something like that at me. Words sharp enough to pierce bone. I waited for the smirk, the laugh, some sign she hadn't meant it. None came. She just scrolled, her thumb flicking lazily, dismissing both me and the life we had built together. I should have seen it long before. The extra time in front of the mirror before work. The heavier perfume that lingered when she claimed she had late meetings. The way her laugh around me grew quieter while her phone seemed to draw every bit of her warmth. I told myself it was stress. I told myself she needed space. I told myself she still loved me. But that night, her words shattered the illusion. We went to bed in silence. Her back to me, a wall I could no longer climb. I lay there in the dark, listening to her steady breathing, remembering the woman who once whispered she couldn't imagine life without me. Where had she gone? The next morning, when she left, I sat in the quiet house, staring at her closed laptop on the counter. The password was still our wedding date. She never thought I'd look. She must have believed I wouldn't want to see. But I opened it. And there it was, emails. Dozens. Each one cutting deeper than the last. Last night was amazing. You make me feel alive again. Friday. Same hotel. Her boss. The man she claimed to hate for being demanding. Every late meeting. Every girls' night. Every excuse unraveled in front of me. She wasn't just betraying me. She was preparing to leave me. That evening, I watched her with new eyes. The way she smiled, the way she asked, "Rough day?" without caring about the answer. It was all a mask. And for the first time, I wore one too. For days I played along. I kissed her cheek, I asked about work, I laughed when she spoke. But inside I was hollow. Until her words came back to me like poison in my ear. Find someone who wants to be intimate with you. So I did. Not for love. Not for desire. But because heartbreak, when mixed with anger, can twist into something unrecognizable. Friday came. She told me she'd be late again. I already knew where she would be. Instead of following her, I called someone else, Claire. A friend from before. Someone who had once loved me and still carried the embers of it. I didn't give her the whole story, only enough for her to understand. She came over. We didn't speak much. When I reached for her, it wasn't joy I felt. It wasn't passion. It was survival. A drowning man clawing for air, and finding only smoke. Later, when my wife walked in, she froze. Her hair was tousled, her blouse buttoned wrong. And she saw Claire sitting beside me. For once her mask fell. What is this?" she stammered. I met her eyes, steady and calm in a way that scared even me. "You told me to find someone who wanted to be intimate with me." Her lips parted, her eyes filling with tears. "You don't understand." "Oh, I understand." My voice cracked then, anger and grief spilling together. "I understand the emails. I understand the lies. I understand that I wasn't enough anymore." She shook her head, frantic, desperate. "It's not like that. It's complicated." "No," I said quietly. "It's simple." Claire rose then, placing a hand on my shoulder before slipping out the door, leaving us in the wreckage. My wife sank into a chair, her face buried in her hands. I didn't mean for it to happen. I felt invisible. At work he noticed me. He made me feel wanted. And with you, it felt like we were just roommates. Her words might have softened me once. They didn't now. I had noticed. I had tried. But every time I reached for her, she turned away. And now she sat before me, begging me to believe a story that only twisted the knife deeper. We didn't scream. We didn't throw things. We just sat in the heavy silence, two strangers staring at the ruins of a marriage we both destroyed. I stood, looking at her one last time. Not as the woman I married, but as someone I could never trust again. "I hope he was worth it," I whispered. Her sobs followed me down the hall, but I didn't turn back. That night, I slept in the guest room. The sheets were cold, the air colder. And for the first time since she spoke those words, I realized something brutal but freeing. She had told me to find someone who wanted me. She forgot that in doing so, I would lose all desire to ever want her again.